Sorry about that, folks. System died there for a second, and unfortunately, it's unfortunate, but um, the way the PS5 streams, it doesn't automatically reconnect like most. That's where I'm. One of the reasons I've been looking into getting a better computer, so that I would be able to, so that I can use OBS, which auto reconnects. So for now, we're just left dealing with. All right. There's the ancient water. Okay. I had Darren take a shot. Just cuz. All right.
Aim carefully.
There it is. Critical hit for 115 on an elemental. But you can't crit on an elemental. We can.
I am prepared.
Alright, Calren. Yeah, and that was without her martial stance. Power attack. Yep, alright. Okay, so she's good.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Practice makes perfect.
Yep.
Are we in trouble yet?
Not especially.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Okay.
Focus on the goal.
Alright. Let's try and clear the village.
Go ahead.
These water elementals are just a harassment. We're just dangerous for the regular people, so hopefully we can save some of them. What Marco did was unthinkable, and he used to be such a nice guy. He never even got drunk. Oh, I can't believe it. The commander can't come to pay for... I bet it's all because of this dreadful murder, right? We have nothing to hide. Honest to gods, I don't know anything about it. Alright. We're churning on Mrs. Tales of Crusade. Yeah. Yep.
That is not far.
So, yeah, everyone knows. And now they're just terrified because Marco is a big guy. Alright. So we need to get to the island. What is more dangerous, the unpredictability of nature or the hostile intentions of others? The malevolent force hiding on the isle is as wild, volatile, and ruthless as the natural world, but it also has a cunning intelligence, a devious and vindictive desire to keep away unwanted visitors. As soon as the commander reaches for the oars, the water surrounds the boat turns into a thick sheet of ice that freezes the vessel in place. What will the commander do now? So, we have mobility, athletics, break the ice with her weapon, jump into a nearby boat and push it away from the shore before it freezes too, or avoid the hostile magic. The hostile magic and unwatchful gaze of the unseen entity by sneaking into another boat undetected. Well, let's try and get through being stealthy for once. Those who rely too much on magic are often defeated by simple, non-magical solutions. The commander sneaks onto a different vessel and manages to remain undetected until the boat is safely away from the shore. The commander sets off for a shore of a rocky isle, but her journey does not go unnoticed, and it seems that someone on the isle does not like uninvited guests. Suddenly, the mist that rises from the surface of the river thickens into a dense cloud of fog. It blinds the commander and obscures her surroundings. Where's the shore? Where's the isle? The fog is so thick the commander cannot even see the oar she is holding in her hands. What will the commander do now that she is blinded by fog? We can try for perception, close her eyes and navigate by sound rather than sight. Dip her hand into the water and pay close attention to the current. The flow of the river will reveal the direction she needs to go. Or try to steer the boat out of the cloud of fog. After all, it can't possibly cover the entire river. No, but we have a fantastic perception thanks to Arushale, so, navigate by sound rather than sight. The sound of running water, the splash of the fish, the wind rustling through the branches of the forest, the sound of a bird chirping on the shore far away. All of these sounds paint a picture in the commander's mind that no fog can hide. A light breeze slowly begins to dissipate the cloud of fog. The boat is headed straight towards the island. It will not be long before the commander reaches the black, rocky shore of the pike fin. The rocky isle is desolate. Bare, blue-gray lichen and a few sparse straggling weeds are all that survive on this black, rocky shore. Further inland, the entrance to a cave gapes open like a toothless mouth. Suddenly, a violent gust of wind sweeps out from the entrance of the cave towards the river. The water, which was calm only moments ago, began to swell into massive, foaming waves that threaten to smash the boat into boulders along the coast. How will the commander reach the shore? We can intimidate, throw an anchor on the coast and attempt to latch on, or steer the boat through the waves and navigate around the rocks with a firm, skillful hand. We can do any of these. We are skilled enough for that. Well, we'll steer the boat through the waves, navigate around the rocks with a firm and skillful hand. The boat is tossed about relentlessly by the waves. It is flung into the air and nearly dashed to pieces on the rocks. However, the commander manages to steer the flimsy vessel away from collision and out of danger. The moment the boat touches the shore, the storm subsides as suddenly as it started. It is hard to believe that only moments ago this calm, lazy river was a maelstrom of raging waves and the rushing currents. The air is still and peaceful. The howling gales and roaring winds have completely subsided. The isle looks calm, but so did the river. Looks can be deceiving. The lichen-covered black boulders along the shore do not look like they have ever been disturbed. It would be easy to assume that this isle is uninhabited. There are no bones or traces of any rituals, but after moving further inland, the commander sees Marco's boat. It had been carefully pulled up onto the shore beyond the reach of the waves. Noises can be heard from within the cave ahead. There's a shrill, angry voice, followed by the sound of a woman's scream. Something's here. And... Hey, Darren.
Your company.
Protection from energy cold. Just on the off chance.
Time's not waiting.
Just seems like the right thing to do.
According to plan.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Ready for anything.
Alright. A Ruchelet.
I finished here. Is there more?
Alright.
What a find.
Of course. Of course.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Alright. Yep.
As
Okay.
it should be.
I'm prepared.
Alright.
I sense something. I finished here.
Yeah,
Is there
Ruchelet's
more?
perception
Something
being
is
so
not
high.
right here. I'm trusting you. I finished here.
Means
Is
she's
there more?
fantastic at anti-trap.
I'm glad I was useful to you. I sense something.
Yep.
I
All
finished
right.
here. Is there more?
A little bit.
I will follow my dream.
Darren, real quick.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Lesser restoration.
Magritio, Turinos.
Alright.
I will prove my worth.
Alright. Ability drain, is it... Yeah.
Please, allow me.
Skip the pleasantries.
Magritio, Turinos.
Alright, just regular restoration.
Magritio, Turinos.
There we go. Okay.
Hugo, I can do this.
Alright.
Something is not right here.
Alright.
I finished here. Is there more?
Just a bit.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
There we go.
Each step is a new journey.
Okay.
No mistakes.
Alright. So now, lots of traps were set for us, unsurprisingly. After all, Markil isn't he's just a regular villager, end of the day, so he has to rely on traps and deceit to be able to match something like us, right? The cave is cold and dark, the ground is covered in fog, and an icy current of air flows towards you from the depth of the cave. The water drips from the ceiling, and dim lanterns cast grotesque shadows on the wall. All these years we've been worshipping the three of you? All our prayers to the icy rill, all our sacrifices, oh gods and our children, it's been you the whole time? Melissa is huddled in the corner, clasping a withered wreath of grass and flowers to her chest. She looks like she's been crying. Standing in front of her are three horrifying old hags. Markle sits at their feet like a faithful dog. And what's so wrong with us, child? The old woman's skin is even whiter than her hair, and her breath hangs in the air like an icy mist. Her voice is kind, but her gentle words lack sincerity. Beneath her friendly exterior, she is as cold and ruthless as ice. We did not wish to bring any harm to you or your brother, but unfortunately you have not given us what we are owed. To deliver to the river what is rightfully hers, and both of you can live in peace. Oh, you're always too soft, Lavixia. The hag's voice sounds like the roar of wind during a storm. Her skin is covered in spidery blue veins, and her eyes flash like lightning. Do what you're told, lass. Hand over the wreath or face the consequences. You won't escape us. You can run, but you can't hide from old Latinda. Lavenda, Loretta, Laxvixia, my sisters, do you hear me? Do you know what it is that's destined to happen? Must happen. This old woman speaks in a whisper. Her blind eyes are cloudy as fog on the river, but she turns and points her finger at you resolutely. Look who has arrived. This one is the one whose face was revealed to us in the dark waters. She's arrived already. Well, this is a surprise, the old woman clucks approvingly. We dislike an invited guest, but you are clearly strong, agile, and smart. We appreciate those qualities in a person. Very well, since you're here, you might as well come in. Melissa, are you all right? Commander, Aristotle be praised. Those things drove Marco crazy and made him kill my husband. I don't understand what they want. Please, save us. Oh, so you praise the old stag now? Ungrateful child. Who has kept you fed and protected you from every danger? Did your mother worship the old hunter? How about her grandmother, or her grandmother before her? Did they offer him praise? I think not. The hag shakes her hoary head in disapproval. A little village with important traditions, Lynn grimaces. Old traditions that are honored and respected by everyone. Now why does that sound familiar? Markil, what's wrong with you? Lexvia reaches down and gives the man at her feet a pat on the head. He's absolutely fine. He's a good boy, an obedient boy. He respects his elders, never talks back, and has respect for his mother river. Isn't that so? Markle's face is contorted in pain. You can see the desperation in his eyes as he struggles against the power that seized control of his mind. Help me! Save my sister from me! The river will take. The river always takes what's belonged to her. Ladies, who are you? Who are we? Perhaps we are the waves on the river, or the fish in the deep. Perhaps we are the mist on the water. Are we solid ice or the raging storm? Why do you ask questions when you already know the answer? Latinda's eyes stare blindly off into the distance. Haven't we already met between the two shores? My sister is wise, but she likes to speak in riddles. Vixia's icy blue lips curl into an amicable smile. We are the three maidens of the river, generous to those who on the water and revered by those on land. We fill nets with fish, we keep the filth of the abyss away from our people, and we ask for very little in exchange. Ungrateful mortals, Lorinda stomps her feet. We do everything for them, and what do they get in return? Nothing. Instead of being thankful for our protection, these ingrates have started praying to some old bowman. And what's